So first of all, you have to accept that, like you pointed me out to Isaiah, when the Father said, it is I who create light and create darkness. It is I who, who do these things, who create good and evil. You bring the evil upon yourself. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if the Father sent his Son solely for the nation, like you've been taught erroneously, then that means you suffered all of this just to go into a kingdom. So that means every other nation within the earth got to live how they want, do what they want, and be used as a rod of indignation to bring pain and chastisement upon you, just for you to go in. See, that would be that just doesn't make sense. That's illogical. That means that the Father chose you to bless you, to beat you, just to bring you back. And all these other nations got to live and have a kingdom in this world and prosper and do it well, and then they're gone. But you went through hell just to get to heaven, and it's only you the whole time? That doesn't make sense. It's illogical. When we get outside the box and we look at the broad scope of that mentality and that doctrine, that don't even make sense, brother. Like Brother Gavin said, Israel was called to be a light unto the nations. Okay, so we go through all the pain, but other nations do not. The covenant was between God and Israel only. Brother, again, I have no malice with you. I'm in total agreement. I'm in total agreement with that statement. But what you're not seeing is the other nations have the opportunity to be grafted in, which was Romans chapter 11. You're underneath the doctrine and the teaching that Romans chapter 11 and the Gentiles are the Israel that was scattered throughout the nations when the northern house was scattered throughout the earth. That's the doctrine and the teaching you're under. But the truth, the reality is, every single nation, all languages, all kindreds, and all tongues, every nation has the opportunity to be grafted in through the covenant that was given to Israel. No other nation can come in unless they do what? They so
through the covenant that was given to Israel. Okay, so Israel will be on the bottom and all these other nations on the top. Let me go. I'll be back.
And that's why the Torah from the very beginning says, you shall love the stranger as you love yourself. There shall be one law for the homeborn, one law for the stranger. Please show me one place. I'll compile some scriptures. You bring some scriptures. Right? But what I'm not going to do is go back and forth and back and forth and back.
This is not back and forth. Just read the scriptures. Read the scriptures, brother.
Israel only, and no other nation can come in?
Yes, no other nation can come in.
Then prosper in your belief.
Oh, Lord. It's not my belief. It's the scripture.
You believe what you believe, and may the Almighty guide you and lead you, and may you fulfill your purpose. But that's not what I believe, and that's not what the majority. You're the only one who's bringing that belief. Nobody supporting that. Nobody else is backing that up here. But if that's what you believe, then prosper and do well in whatever it is that you believe in. Me, myself, and the majority of people who listen and watch, and we share this word and we chop it up, like I chose to engage you with some of that doctrine, which I don't normally do, but we don't believe that, brother. So, again, you want to hit me up on Messenger? We could chop it up this evening, when I knock off, and, when I knock off, I do a little meal prep, I go hit the gym. When I come back from the gym, you want to chop it up? We can chop it up a little bit, if it ain't too late. If not, we can set a date where you and I can chop it up. We can set a date when, you put some things together, I'll put some things together, and then
it ain't about putting it.
But one thing that I don't normally do is converse and go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, because some things might be said that will cause babes to stumble. So I'm mindful of a wide range, a wide audience that may watch a video and hear something and that be planted in their spirit if they're not ready for it, right?
Yeah, see, brother Shima Wa, whatever his name is. There's tons of places in the scriptures, brother, where it says Israel is the only nation. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let the brother go, the guy go. You know, I don't want to be. But anyways, all praises to the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom, Israel.